Yo, it's the Barbershop Talk Podcast. I'm your man Cap. We made it back another week in the shop, you know what I mean? I'm in here with my regulars, you know what I mean? Got my man Pesos, aka Willie Hutch, aka Mr. Co-host in the building.
What it do, what it do?
It's a pleasure to have my man Big D come back in the building with us. What's going on, D? How was your weekend, bro?
My weekend was cool, man. Real low-key, kick back, you know, just chilling. Another day in Boston. That's all. Yeah.
Nah, I know you just came back from fucking somebody's bitch. You came up here to do your Yo, P, man. Yo, P, I know it was a special weekend for you, man. You know what I'm saying? Happy belated birthday to my man P, you know what I'm saying? Mr. 31 Savage in the building. How was your weekend, bro?
No, it was great, man. Another year, another life, celebrating, you know. Young Reggie Miller in the flesh, man, 31.
That's what's up, man. As long as you enjoy it, yo, it's a blessing to be another year older on this earth, especially where we come from and the circumstances we go against. So, you know what I'm saying? Shit, we got to celebrate to the fullest. You know what I mean? But we got some more people coming in the shop soon, but before they come in, I guess we might as well start the convo. D wasn't here last week, but last week we got into depth about Kanye's rant, you know what I'm saying? That was just a topic we couldn't deny, we had to talk about it and shit like that. So, one thing a lot of people kept bringing up last week was how Kanye's a genius, how Kanye's a prophet, how he does this, that, and the third, whatever. I think he's a musical genius. Yeah. I give him that. But everything else when people label him as, just because the nigga said Bush don't like black people putting him up there like this nigga done the world for black people. Now, so I say that to say this. He's an artistic person. He's an artist. Yeah. He's a musical genius. All that other shit, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's that knowledgeable about everything that's going on. Now, a dude who I also think is, I don't want to say a musical genius, but he's an artist. Childish Gambino, aka Donald Glover, came out with a controversial video. Can you call it controversial?
Yeah, but not before we go to that video, let's touch back on the Kanye.
Right.
People took what he said out of context.
Alright.
You know, because like, I kind of agree with what he said, but they didn't fully let what he said get processed. Because if you looked at it back in the days, it was like what? Probably like 200-300 slaves to like 2 slave masters. Slaves was like my size D's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A whip, a pistol, yeah, maybe 2 or 3 might have died, but niggas could have overcame that. You see what I'm saying? So that's what Kanye meant by saying that we chose to be slaves.
But see, that's why,
you know what I mean?
And that's what I mean when I'm saying Kanye's he's not knowledgeable of what's going on. There's been rebellions all the time. Why do you think they introduced us to Jesus Christ? Why do you think the people who didn't want us to read and write tried to save us with some dude named Jesus Christ? And they said they want us to be saved. They said they want us to go to heaven. But even that was a way to get us mentally enslaved. And I think if Kanye meant mentally enslaved, that's different. I can agree with that. Yeah. But as far as like slavery was a choice, no, there was slave rebellions all the time. And yeah, there was.
Shout out my Haitians, we was the first ones, 1804.
Shout out to Toussaint.
You know what I mean?
Shout out to Toussaint. Yeah. He's an animal. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But so what I'm saying is, yeah, there was more slaves than slave master, but there was whole cities that
But it was together. More so, it was a mental thing.
It was definitely a mental thing. They introduced us to a man named Jesus Christ. And even to this day, because of religion, Napoleon said it the best. If it wasn't for religion, all the poor people would have been ganged up together and killed all the rich people. But when you control someone's mind, you ain't got to worry about a nigga 6'7" and you fucking 4'11". You ain't got to worry about him harming you because you got more than him. No, you got control over that man's mind, so he's not going to touch you because of his fear of what might happen to him in the afterlife. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say Kanye's not fully knowledgeable. Like, I understand what he was trying to do. Mentally enslaved, yeah, that's a choice. There's a lot of people who don't, and I run into people all the time when you try to kick knowledge, you try to have a good conversation, they ain't trying to hear that shit. They ain't not, anything that they didn't learn in school, they ain't trying to hear it.
And they don't put everything that you need to learn in school.
Exactly.
So if you ain't picking up a book,
schools are awesome. Schools are machines. Schools meant to create workers.
It's a cycle.
Exactly.
It's a cycle.
If it wasn't for school, look, we need firefighters, we need police officers, we need teachers, we need doctors, we need all of that. That's why they have schools. But we also need, especially us, we need CEOs, we need owners, we need ownership. Yeah, we need free thinkers.
Free thinkers.
They don't teach you how to think freely. They teach you how to follow instructions.
Yep.
So it's up to you as an adult to go out and seek knowledge yourself. But a lot of people don't want to do that. They feel like, yo, shit, I spent all this money on the education from these people to live in their system.
That's the level of fear too, because it's like you're comfortable with moving a certain way. So it's like a lot of people are actually scared to make certain leaps within their life because there's no security in that leap. If it makes any type of sense.
Nah, that makes a whole lot of sense.
So it's like people out of fear don't take that chance because they have X amount of things going on within their personal life that they feel they need to hold on to, and that's what actually sometimes holds people back. You know what I'm saying? People have, they'll be, you got your car, your rent, et cetera, and it's like, damn, if I go against the grain, then I'm gonna lose all this. Like I have all of this that I have going for myself. But if I take this chance and risk it, I'm gonna lose it all, and then what?
Yeah, and that's a big reason why it's harder for us to come together and like make movements together, because you have a bunch of marches and all that other stuff, but a lot of people got too much shit to lose because of what you said. You got so much shit that you got going on with school and work. You don't want to risk that. You don't want to
put
lose that.
ourselves in debt.
Exactly.
So now you gotta follow these rules in order to get out this debt.
Exactly. So my man, I don't know if I should call him Childish Gambino. I don't know if I should call him Donald Glover, but I fucks with him the long way. Pause. But it's like with Donald Glover, I like his show Atlanta because it's funny, but he drops jewels at the same time.
Exactly.
Now he drops this video called "This Is America." Y'all seen the video?
Yeah, I seen the video.
Tell me y'all thoughts before I get into it.
At first, I wasn't understanding it, and then I read an article explaining the video, and then I started seeing some of the subliminal messages through all of it and all that stuff, and I think the man is a genius for it.
He dropped it just in time. You know what I mean?
It's perfect timing. Exactly.
Perfect timing, because everybody wasn't feeling the Kanye ring, and then he just came and dropped this jewel on us. So I mean, I rocks with the video. I rocks with Childish Gambino. So I think it was a good concept, great video.
And this is what I love about it. Just like you said, he dropped it at the perfect time because of the whole Kanye shit, right?
Yeah.
Now, Pete, you got Kanye. Like Kanye could have made a point. He could have proved something without aligning himself with this man Trump. We don't know if Childish Gambino fucks with Trump or not.
No, but
right now
we
don't
picking
care.
Kanye, but there's a lot of celebrities that we like and follow that message.
And I said that last week.
Kanye wore that hat because he knew it was gonna cause havoc. People was gonna go crazy, and he grabbed everyone's attention. And that's what he wanted to do. But it kind of hurt him too, because I heard he had a show in Australia. I don't know if it's true or not, but it was just something I was reading on Facebook. They said no one showed up.
Well,
and that's rare for Kanye.
And this is my thing about that. You can prove points without having to say, hey, I'm with this person or I'm with that person. You can still prove your point. So what I'm saying with Kanye is, with him, I wouldn't mind him saying I fuck with Trump if he had a great solid reason as to why you fuck with him. When I watched the video, my intentions was, okay, when I finish with this interview, I'm going to know what policies, why the fuck this nigga said I fucks with Trump the long way. After watching the video, I'm like, this dude's a retarded ass nigga, because Charlamagne asked him, what is it about Trump you fuck with? And he sits there and he gives the weakest answer. I don't have the answers a celebrity would have for questions like that. What do you mean a celebrity? You don't put yourself, you're a politician now.
Right.
You put yourself out there. You're no longer just a celebrity.
Kanye 2020.
Exactly. You're a politician now. So it's like, what do you mean you don't have the answers? Tell us why you fuck with Trump. Now we know that's a publicity stunt. I say all that to say this. Now you got a man like Donald Glover who didn't say who he voted for, didn't say none of that. But he puts out some art for everybody to see, no matter if you're Republican.
How you feel.
Exactly. You could be a Republican, a Democrat, an independent, all of that. You know what I mean? And it's up to you to what's going on, Mr. Flat Earth in the building. You know what I mean? What's going on with y'all back there, man? So,
No, Snitty got to come through.
P. Goods. Okay, I see.
I slid through, brought my homeboy P. Goods. He just came out to come real fast. Yeah, me say what up to the people. How y'all doing? Already, yeah, me. P. Goods, another staple of the city.
What up, family?
so, Mr. Flat Earth, man, what was your initial thoughts and feelings when you saw that This Is America video with Childish Gambino?
Yo, I liked it. No bullshit. I really liked it because I saw. To be honest, I saw about the first half of it. I saw it on Instagram. I didn't get to finish watching the whole vid. I was in traffic, but I like what he was trying to do. No bullshit. He's trying to use the whole he's trying to be a little gruesome in it and show that we taking it as a joke out here now. You know what I'm saying? And when you look at it, you're like, yo, my man's his head got blown off. But he's dancing around doing all this shit, and it's like, yo, but don't forget my man just got, it was trippy to see, you know what I'm saying? But I like that he was even putting it in his own little artistic way, you know what I'm saying? Shining some light on it, because we seeing shit happen all the time in the news now, and it's just like another episode, and we're not even like feeling bad about it anymore, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I like that he put it out there like that.
Yeah, facts.
And that's exactly the image that he was trying to give out. Because basically, if you notice, after both the shooting scenes, when he shot up the choir and stuff, another dude would come in and grab the gun with a red napkin. So basically, what they was trying to say with that is like, at the end of the day, something drastic would happen in America with their gun laws and stuff like that. And how they protect, people with gun laws is on some more that you could just wash it away with a cloth.
Yeah, fact. That's preaching right there. Yo, Snizzy, man, what was your initial thoughts on that video, bro?
No, I definitely fucks with Gambino on that one. I didn't take it as deep as, again, everybody's taking it, but what I was proud about, it's real artistic like everybody else said. And Gambino really leaves it open to interpretation. So just like he came up with that concept from what he saw, but somebody else may view it as there's gonna be similarities, but they were just like, you know what I mean, how did you view the violence, or like what did you take from those parts? So that's what I really liked about it. Opening, so he put a lot of scenarios like that in there, where it's like, and I see people trying to break it down, but again, he left it open to interpretation. Is this your America, or how did you view it when these things happen? So that's how for that to happen in 2018 with the art and the music, especially with all the mumble shit that everybody's complaining about and all that fuckery, you get like gems like this, and J. Cole type shit. You gotta embrace them when you get them. So Gambino, thank you.
Let's not forget, Childish is a very talented dude. This guy does a little bit of everything.
They say he's a triple threat.
He's like, he's a producer. He's a fucking. I saw he had a.
He's a comedian.
He's a comedian. He had a stand up on Netflix, some shit like that. The guy's doing multiple things, and he's doing them at a high level.
Shows that his ATL.
I'd say look out for his work, because he's got different angles to see things. You know what I'm saying? So,
and especially with him coming from Atlanta, like one of
he's from like the Bird.
Yeah, the Bird, but it's just like culturally, like it is a mecca for our culture to a T. So it's like, it's not like it's coming, you know what I mean, from like a random place. It's like it's a real mecca where it's like, yo, so many different cultures in our country, our black culture, go to Atlanta. So they got an East Coast style, a West Coast style, down south, whatever, but it's like it meets up in Atlanta, so he gets different points of view. So I feel that I respect where he got that from. It's beautiful work. It's beautiful work, which he's known for. What's that other joint he had from the movie that I love? That Stay Woke shit, but
That's Boosie Collins shit. That's Boosie Collins' whole joint.
I was gonna say I'm not a super Gambino fan, but I'm slowly becoming one. I'll say that I'm slowly becoming one. I never really followed his music until
2005 is lit, Sober is lit, and then that Stay Woke is shit lit. You know what I mean? So I fuck with Childish Gambino.
I didn't know he was since like 2011.
Oh yeah, no, I fuck with him as me as being a fan of music. Like there's weird people. I don't even want to say weird, but I'm just saying out of the ordinary that I fucks with. And Childish Gambino's been one of them. I'm not saying I listen to his albums, but the shit he put out in the mainstream, I've been fucking with. Like 3005, one of my favorite songs. But back to the video, my initial reactions was I thought it was real artistic. Like you said, he left it to your interpretation. And like D said, it was the perfect time with him dropping it, because when you got I don't want to call him an idiot, but when you got like a free spirit like Kanye West coming out and saying idiotic things without having solid backup to say it, It's like you got a man right here. Everybody's calling Kanye a genius, but this dude's not. No one's calling him a genius, but he's putting out genius material without having to say shit. No headlines, no nothing. I'm just gonna put this out and let the world talk. Now, what I got from it was, you got a man in Childish Gambino, and what I loved about it was he used the trap. He used the trap shit to get out his message, because that's what's popping right now, the trap shit. So he's saying something real, but he's saying in the language that you can see, and he's dancing this shit. And who was the people that was following the whole video? It was children.
Yeah,
it was kids.
Yeah,
following his every lead, every dance move he did, they did. You know what I'm saying?
All the school kids.
All the school kids. You know what I'm saying? So, and it was a distraction. It's like he's killing somebody, and then he's just dancing. Like, yeah, some murder shit just happened, but we distracted by the song and dance and shit like that. The church choir he goes from a little gun to a big gun, but it's all the same shit. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
and then it feels like, and then the chorus was black man get your money. I think it was like black man get your money. So what I take from that is, okay, cool. As black men, like we said about I remember people was talking about Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle is a man who he left money on the table to do what he felt was right. Like saying, like, Comedy Central's trying to take my shit and make it their way. I have integrity. I'm not gonna allow that shit. So I'm leaving that 50 mil on the table. People call him crazy. But you got people who, they don't even do drugs, but they'll make nothing but drug using songs because that's what's lit. So that you have no integrity, no morals. You have kids, you have little cousins, you have little sisters, you got probably.
But that's what they say, Cap. It's the industry, man. It's selling your soul is not you literally selling your soul. Selling your soul is going against morals that make no sense. So that industry is based on soul selling. So just like you said, there's a person who don't do drugs, but yet you make drug making music.
Yeah.
Right, bro, you're going against the grain. You're not helping. You're actually taking from them, but you sold your soul to do that. So yeah, whoever that person's faction may be, they're good. But the economy, nigga, when you done destroyed some shit, but you get, just to tap on what Kanye West you brought up earlier. Everybody's just getting on Kanye because Kanye lives in a whole nother atmosphere. Like, bro, you got your own place. You're saying stuff, but you're not realizing the effectiveness because you're not there anymore.
Exactly.
You're disconnected.
You know what I'm saying about Kanye, right? He's his managers. The Kardashians.
Kris Kardashian. She's his manager for real? In real life? No, she's not a genius. She's a pimp.
How
she's not a genius, my nigga.
bro?
If I wanted to sell my daughter, I could get rich too. If I wanted to sell my daughter, my nigga. That's not being a genius. That's being a pimp, my nigga.
Yeah, and it's working though.
Yeah, it's working. It's working. But that's back to what Smith is saying though. But my nigga, that's giving away your morals, my nigga. She sold her daughter's sex tape, my nigga, to help the family, my nigga. Fuck that. Like, I mean, yeah, we can give her props because she knew her daughters were sluts. And she was like, yo, I'd rather just us get rich off of y'all being sluts than just y'all being sluts. I get that part, but we can't call her a genius, my nigga. I can fucking sell my daughter if I wanted to. But that's easy.
But with this how social media is set up, like, there's young girls following this crap. You know what I'm saying? Fact. So, like, she probably told Kanye, like, yeah, let's piss everyone off, wear that hat.
Yeah,
and he really wore that hat.
Facts. And
that's what stood out to most everybody was that hat.
I agree, and
that's what pissed everybody was that hat, bro.
And if you think about it, every time the Kardashian show's about to come out, right? They make major headlines. They don't make like little shit. No, they make TMZ. They make real news. Like the show's about to come out. What comes out on shit? Tristan Thompson, exactly. All the stuff
for this next month.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all a gimmick, bro.
So I know Kris Kardashian, and I made a joke saying that she's his manager. I didn't know she was his real manager.
It's supposed to be
now everything's making sense.
And I feel that where the people are at right now, like everybody's like, all right, Kanye, this is your gimmick. You touched on this like in our personal conversations. We're just like, damn, you reaching that far, bro? To trump card to sell records. So if that's what's happening on that end, I don't know the man like that.
I can't respect it.
I can't respect it because I'm like, you never needed to do that at all. But if he has his reasoning behind it, he is a human being. So on and so forth. Do what you got to. But if it is really just to sell records and it's just more, it's like, come on, brother, we got to be bigger.
The thing I want to know is he a Republican now?
Well, even if he's a Republican, look, I don't.
Because he's supposed to run in 2020.
I have dinner with a Republican. I can love a Republican. I don't care if you're Republican, a Democrat, an Independent. I don't give a fuck what you are. Like, that's just what you believe in. Like, I don't care about people's political views. I'm not gonna separate myself from someone just because they. So when he him saying I fuck with Trump, that don't hurt me. I just want to know. I don't want you saying that shit just because it makes headlines. I want you to have some solid shit behind it. Have a plan for this shit, because people's gonna want to question this shit. Like Al said, maybe you know some shit that we don't know. You know what I'm saying? So when Charlamagne asks you, what about Trump's policies? A lot of us ain't gonna know Trump's policies because we don't give a fuck. We hear him so much that we ain't gonna care to dig that deep. So maybe he could have told us, well, Trump's actually doing this for niggas. Trump's actually doing that. This nigga says, well, I don't have to answer that normal celebrities would have for questions like that. You know, that's just corny. But
they got dragon energy, man. They get dragon energy.
Dragon energy. So let's stay on the topic of you know these you know, I don't want to say weird niggas, but
we're gonna call them cool.
Go ahead.
I was just about to say that. Let's not.
We in the shot.
I get that that's the like the I don't know, like the popular name to call him right now, the coon shit.
I ain't say cool.
I know. But I hear that term a lot more now. The cooning with Kanye. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
I get it. I get it. But let's try to not label him that way. You know what I'm saying? Label him as crazy right now. Let's just let shit keep unfolding. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
it might be a cry for help.
That keeps us being understanding people. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't want to just know one little part of a story and then jump the gun and be like, aha, because that's gonna make us look like fools later on when the fucking story really unfolds. You know what I'm saying? You know how many times I've seen shit happen on the news and I'm pissed off Friday and then Tuesday some other shit happened. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, so then I just wasted 3 days being mad at this bullshit.
Now,
all that energy for nothing.
With that being said,
not label him as
who's grabbing his album when it
I
drops?
still cop his album.
I would listen to it.
Yeah, see, so
I got title, bro. I'll give it a spin.
He got us. He got us.
I mean, I would listen. Well,
He got us, bro. He got
It's
us.
like Cap said though, when it comes to
He
his
got it.
artistry, the man is a fucking genius, though.
And that's what I told you. It's all stemmed from the hat.
And yo, bro.
It all stemmed from the hat.
Everybody
It was a move, bro.
But I'll put up the research of what Kanye's done for Chicago and a few other places. Kanye has done shit.
Yeah, I know.
For the culture, so niggas want to shut him, but I'm not gonna take away what he's done. You know what I mean? So everybody want to jump off the one like, yo, he's actually gone back. So everybody's backlashing. I'm sure 80% of those people have done nothing for the culture. I get it. So niggas want to take a stand. Let's not buy Kanye's album. Alright, whoever wants to, don't buy it. But
I don't agree with that.
This ain't that moment. I just feel like this ain't that moment. This ain't that moment.
Exactly.
Yeah, this ain't that moment.
But niggas are still drinking Starbucks.
He just said some dumb shit, and it's like, hey,
Niggas is wearing Tommy. Niggas is wearing Timbs.
Niggas rock the Tommy drawers.
Tommy's back in effect too.
Yeah, but hold on. Here's the thing about that though. It's okay to separate someone's art from their personal beliefs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if we really held everybody accountable for their personal beliefs, we wouldn't like anybody. It would be no celebrity that we fuck with. My favorite athlete's a coon. He's a coon. But if he comes out and has a fight tomorrow, I'm gonna order the next Mayweather fight. But can I rock with the nigga? Can I sit and have dinner with the nigga? I think I'll probably get in a fight with him because of the shit he says, the things he believes personally. I don't believe in that shit. I know he's a coon, but he's the greatest boxer to ever live, in my opinion. So, but let's back to Childish Gambino. I got a question for y'all because it's real. My homegirl asked me the other day. No, she showed me a picture. She's like, yo, this nigga Childish Gambino, the dude came out the video. He got a white wife and he got white kids. And I said, so what? She's like, yo, he's supposed to be woke and all that other shit. I'm like, yo, well, first off.
What is that? What?
What is going on with this?
But first off, my thing is like, you gotta understand who Childish Gambino is, though. Like, you posted, Dave posted the picture you posted on Facebook. I'm like, yo, it's crazy. I said the exact same shit. And I said it to her the other night. I'm like, yo, look. Childish Gambino isn't a dude who's like in the hood. Like, he didn't come up in the hood. He's like, I don't want to say weird, but he's like suburban.
Yeah, he's his own. He's in his own lane. He's not average like a regular nigga like us.
Yeah.
Like us. He's like his own lane. Like, you see the fro down to how he dressed. Like, he's in his own lane.
He's a suburban.
You know what I mean? So like, that's his swag. So like, with Go Christmas, where he grew up, There's probably was nothing but white girls.
Exactly.
And you can't help who you love, so if he went with that way, hey.
Because they understand him.
Yeah,
They
so,
understand
because
him.
ain't no regular black girl gonna see him like, oh, I'm a rock with him.
Exactly.
They're like, oh, he's a weirdo. That's what they label him, a
And
weirdo.
that's another thing I want to say for your for your homegirl. Saying, I'm like, yo, look at Childish Gambino. Would you have ever spoken to him if he wasn't Childish Gambino?
Exactly.
Then for a fact, she don't go to fact.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Oh,
Because
It's my Jordan. It's my Jordan. Don't get me wrong. There's gonna be a few of them like, no, I won't. No, I won't. I want to get to know him. Shut the fuck up.
No, they want to deal with someone that reminds them of their father, reminds them of their brother, reminds them of the cousin, reminds them of the people they see every day.
My nigga, this Childish Gambino's up and down the streets. I get ignored every day by these shorties, and I'm like, you wondering why he with a white chick? Because that's what he was around. Like they just tapped on, and I get it. But I just feel some of the females are talking about now because he's a star or he's out there. So he's the one black brother. Like, damn, he got a white shorty. Whoa. Before you even knew who the fuck he was, would you be surprised that nigga right there had a white shorty?
Question, and I want everybody to answer this. Is it possible to be woke and have a white wife?
Yes. First of all,
99% of these celebrities, athletes, all have white wives.
Well, a lot of them is cool.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, I know it's possible because love is love. Love is love. Not every dude is out there looking for like a certain. Well, there are people with preferences, but not everybody's out there looking for a certain type of person. Let's say you happen to be at a bar and you sit next to a white girl, y'all have deep conversation and shit, and y'all fall for each other. Are you not woke anymore just because you fell for someone who's white?
and that's where I want to jump in because there's a separation of definition of woke to certain people and what it really is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Woke, number one, is just not a black thing. Niggas need to leave. All my people that's on some shit like, oh, I'm woke. My nigga, woke is just not a black thing. Woke is based on just knowledge and your perception of the world that you're living in that was given to us. You know what I mean? That's what I think a woke person is. When I see mad people talk, I'm woke. Woke off what, nigga?
Is it possible to be a woke black man and have a white wife?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. 'Cause
that's what I meant. So we all know what I mean.
My answer to that is love is love. That's love. And knowledge of the world around us and our society is different. And you being woke and knowing being aware of your surroundings is something else. Like you don't have to. You could be a black man with a white woman, but you know black brothers are still getting killed. So yeah, are there woke people that are gonna be like, oh, he's with a white girl? That means they're not woke. Cause you're closed-minded.
You just took the words right out.
It's like, I mean, because the reason I wanted to jump because I was on social media and this chick had this shit in her label like, oh, her name, and it wrote woke as fuck. Like, bitch, if you don't cut the fucking shit, like, why you gotta announce that to people? Just be like you are who you are. Like show, like be woke by showing the creed. By the people around you doing what you gotta do. I ain't gotta tell nobody I'm woke. My soul know I'm woke. The way I treat people, they know I'm woke. I'm good all the time. I'm like I'm woke as fuck and I'm the blackest person in the room. That right there lets me know you ain't even woke. You think it's a black thing. You think it's just a black thing.
And when people don't,
dreads now.
no doubt. And back to Childish Gambino, right? What people don't understand is
I posted a picture of Archangel on my Instagram and shit, right? And it's, you know, St. Michael, you know what I'm saying? And there's a devil, and next thing you know, my nigga Fats comments on it, but why the devil gotta be black?
because that's
But that's where I be taking it like, yo, I posted it not thinking anything of it.
because
the
you're
man,
not seeing the symbolism though.
that right, but no, I'm not seeing the exactly. I'm just posting it like.
But
that
that's an example of you not being woke though, because you were unaware of the representation you would have done.
But you see, I'm looking at it as an image.
That's all I'm just saying.
Bro, I was looking for a picture of the man St. Michael. Obviously, the only picture that's up there is with the nigga strapping down on the devil, right? I didn't be like, oh, this one got a black one. Let me post this one to see what kind of reaction I get.
You weren't aware.
I'm posting a picture
He
because
just wants you to be aware of the imagery. Just
right.
like when I go
But
to black
brother,
churches and
the
I see
brother
white
facts,
Jesus.
the brother facts when it commented on it like,
To make
why
you
the devil
aware.
gotta be black? I'm like, yo, bro.
It makes-
But I told him that's a great question. I don't have that answer because I didn't do it purposely.
Kanye shit.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
don't have the answers.
And I'm telling the nigga, it's like, yo, this sometimes, dog, when I'm trying to get with this dog is that this nigga's trying to be too woke, dog. Like you're trying to be too woke, dog. Nah, nigga. Yo, fuck that. You can't. Wake up. Nah, bro, cause there's levels to. trying to take that woke shit too
Wake up,
far,
Mr.
though.
West.
And that's what I was trying to get at, my nigga.
We understand.
So,
Alright, but so at the end of the day, though, we all agree that you could be,
You can ask everybody else their definition too.
love is love at the end of the day, though. Love is love at the end of the day, right?
Kanye said it best. When I get on, I'll leave your ass full of white.
And he ain't lie at all about that shit.
But he don't get no props to keeping it real.
Yeah, he don't.
He did tell. He told y'all what he was gonna do, didn't he?
Yeah.
But we all heard, oh, he with Kim. He told you.
Yeah.
And he left Stacey Dash, right?
This is what
At the airport. No, remember
Oh
the video?
yeah. They said that was the last black. They was like, yeah, after this, that was the last black.
He's like, my nigga told you. I just told you, oh my God. I just said it. I just said it.
Alright, so let's get into the next thing on the lineup, man. You know, we ain't talking about sports in a while. It's the perfect time to talk about sports. I'm in here with my Scary Terry, representing Boston to the fullest. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? We in here.
3-1.
What I don't want to do is make predictions on where the playoffs is going to be, because when we drop this episode, we never know where the Celtics will be. You never know where the Cavs will be. So, I got a couple questions for all y'all without making predictions. Celtics first. How y'all feeling about the Celtics now? How y'all feeling about the Celtics future?
Man, look. Right now, come Wednesday, we're going to win. You know we got to bring it home to win. We didn't want to win in Philly. So, we're going to win on Wednesday. I'm calling it out. I said it. We're going to win it
I'm saying, but how do you feel like about the Celtics future-wise, as far as like,
if we don't do no trades and keep the team we got, and then if when Kyrie gets healthy and what's his name, Hayward comes back, yeah, we the new king of the East. Calling it.
How you feeling, Al?
I feel good, man. I like that new guy. The guy
Rozier?
Rozier. I can't ever remember the guy's fucking name. I get it.
Terry Rozier. Cool kid.
But yo, my man, the guy's fast as shit. And if we get something going on with Hayward, and I'm not too big into the basketball details, but I see shit happening and it feels good. I like to be a fan right now. No bullshit.
AD, somebody come out here.
Hey, let's take it to the West Coast. The Laker fan.
The Laker fan. How you
How you
feeling
about your rival, bro? How you feel about your rival?
Disgusted. First of all,
Where the Lakers at?
nothing but hope in y'all future. Niggas got bright horizons. You ever see somebody ride off into the sunset? That's what y'all got right now, man. I'm over here struggling in the trenches. You know what I mean? No, we good, but it's just, nigga, we got Golden State over there, and you know what I mean? So, as you see, I got the hat on for the Golden Age. But Celtics, y'all are actually good, man. I'm going to repeat what Dave just said. I really believe in the old school process to grow the team. Fuck that right now shit. I did think Danny Ainge made the great trade again, Kyrie. Kyrie sees the vision himself, so I see him staying. Hayward's good. So with Tatum, Brown, Rozier, if he sees the bigger picture, him and Marcus Smart next year, they're gonna get paid. But I feel if they take the real cut, they're gonna get a ring, which will be a little more sufficeable. But I think if they keep this roster right now, next 3 to 4 years are real promising for the Celtics.
Alright, so Pesos. Everybody's talking about Kawhi Leonard. If you Danny Ainge, do you make a trade for Kawhi Leonard next season?
I'm glad you say that, because that's my guy. Y'all know I put in Kawhi as top 2 in the league.
Whoa, I'm top of the league.
I'm putting Kawhi top 2 in the league. Let's put it like that. The man. I'm gonna just say, just off rip, the man shut down LeBron in the finals with Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade in their prime, and won a ring. Let's put it like that. The man's prime. No, he's prime time. The man is prime time, but do we need him here? No, not with our roster.
You lost me for a second, but
we do not need him. We could use him though as Philly.
We could, yeah. But
Philly could use him because they need his experience. Yeah. But Boston don't need him with the roster that we have now. Because you gotta think.
AD?
You gotta think.
Yeah, of course.
We need him.
I'll take AD because we need a rim protector.
Yeah.
Horford ain't giving us double-doubles every game.
He's not, but he does his job.
Yeah, he does his job. If we could get AD that's giving us 20 and 15 on top of what everybody else is going to be doing, it'll be great. But this is what people got to understand. As of next year, if we keep our roster, we're going to have Rozier, Smart, and either Tatum or Brown coming off the bench.
A starting 5 coming off the bench.
That's a guarantee. That's a guarantee 45, 50 points coming off the bench every game.
But can I say something real fast? So we're clear. Yo, Kawhi Leonard will be the new Derrick Rose. Quote me on that.
Oh,
Damn,
that's harsh. That's
D Rose
harsh.
ain't get a ring.
That's harsh.
Take on my Celtics because I've been riding with my Celtics since before it was fashionable to ride out with the Celtics. But here's my thing on the series,
That's the
man.
Ronnie Roger days.
Before Ronnie Rogers and Tony Dell, I'm talking about shit. Nigga, Purvis Ellis, and I'm talking about shit. Ronnie Mercer, you know what I mean? But so here's Chauncey. So see, that was a little the '90s. I was still a Chicago Bulls fan.
Oh, yeah.
I want to say '98 is when I was full-fledged. Antoine Walker's my favorite player now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But see, Twan was my favorite player before Pierce before he grew on me. Pause. I was fucking with Twan because people sleep. Twan played all 5 positions. Yeah. Twan played all 5 positions.
Was Tatum before Tatum was Tatum.
Yo, Twan was that guy, dog. Power 4 hitting threes. Come on, man. So, and this is before Power 4s was hitting threes. I know saying it now, it's like, nigga, every Power 4 hit threes, but back then you only had Twan, Rasheed Wallace, only certain people.
Right before Dirk.
Yeah, it was hitting threes, exactly.
Corey.
Before Dirk became Dirk, exactly. But so his, I think, and this is not even a bold prediction. Celtics will win 3 of the next 5 championships. Like Peso said, we have a starting 5 coming off the bench. We don't really need to make any additions. We don't need to make any subtractions. The only thing is these contracts. A person like Terry Rozier is going to be unrestricted. You know what I mean? Scary Terry, I'll ross with you the long way. He's going to be unrestricted. Hopefully he thinks like Sniz and says, you know, I'd rather get a ring and stay, but that money, you know what I'm saying, and he blooded, so it's like, yo, he got to take care of Sue Woo, and he got to take care of his family. You know what I mean? So,
and B saw some of that Sue Woo the other night.
Exactly.
Oh, I was like, yo, I saw that Sue Woo the other night, boy. I was like, nigga, I'm about to do the bird call.
So we're gonna say Celtics' future is bright. Yeah. Now I want to get into Bron. Okay, let's say some false shit. Let's say everybody, God forbid, everybody on the Celtics get injured, and then LeBron makes it to the finals, because that's the only way he'll make it to the finals. What does this do to his legacy? If he makes it to the finals one more year, is he solidified? Is he better than Jordan? Is he the greatest to ever do it?
He'll be the greatest all-around player.
Okay,
but the greatest,
on that.
Yeah, the greatest will be Jordan. Cause I like my era. It goes Jordan after Jordan. I give it to Kobe. But of like GOATs, you know what I mean? But LeBron is the greatest all-around player. You know what I mean? Like all around.
Alright.
I agree with that.
I'll give him that. I'll give him that. I know Drew, Fat Boy, y'all gonna probably watch him like, damn, he finally gave in on LeBron. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'll give him that. You know what I mean? I'll give him
But
that.
this is my thing. So there's my thing when it comes to LeBron being a GOAT. Jordan to me defines.
You don't have that killer instinct.
No. It's not even about that, dog. It's about sealing the deal. What is the point of having all your numbers if you make it to the finals and you cannot seal the deal? You've been there what, 7 times? You got 3 chips.
And one of the worst finals ever was with the Mavericks, cuz.
You got 3 chips. Let's not forget Ray Allen. Let's not forget Ray Allen saved his ass from losing.
Well, no, we ain't gonna get into that because
you know what I'm saying? Yes, dog.
Ray Allen played for his team. He did his job. What was his team not supposed to make?
Bro, Ray Allen, my man, who shot the shot before that?
But bro, so everything that Ray Allen did up until that point was up left to who? That's why I hate people using that as an excuse. Ray Allen's shot doesn't matter if LeBron doesn't bring him back, right? So don't shit on the nigga because he didn't make the actual 3 to go into overtime.
Exactly,
but
bro.
you gonna shit on the first 15 points that got to that point,
the thing is, like, LeBron is a great
one of those
player. He's a great statistical player. But when it comes to winning, to me, he's not a winner. And that's not GOAT status to me.
There's too much hate.
That's not GOAT status to me, dog. I got spoiled with Jordan, dog.
Alright, let me speak on this. I'm a Celtics fan. And as a Celtics fan, I don't understand how other so-called Celtics fans be like, yo, I'm a Celtics fan, I just fuck with LeBron. It's impossible because I was a Celtics fan. I was a Celtics fan when Allen Iverson was lit. And I had to go to Hyde Park High with Allen Iverson the year he went to the finals. I had to listen to everybody, Allen Iverson this, Allen Iverson that, as if the Celtics wasn't just in the same playoffs as that nigga, and they cut us out. And I'm like, fuck Iverson. I didn't give Iverson props until he went to Denver, until he went to the West Coast. I fucks with Iverson. Yo, he's one of the greatest players of all time. But as a Celtics fan, it was impossible for me to ride out with Twan and Pierce and say, AI this, AI this, AI to go. I couldn't do that. Same with LeBron. It's impossible for me to be a KG and Pierce fan and say LeBron's the GOAT. But if someone's to ask me, hey, unbiased opinion, who's the best player in the NBA?
Right
of
now.
course it's LeBron James. He's been the best player in the NBA for the past 15 years. Now, no, probably the past 10 years. Past 10 years.
Oh, shoot.
Past 10
5
years. 5 years, who's? Oh, Kobe. Alright, my fault. Alright. Disrespect to Kobe. My fault, Kobe. But you are an LA person and I am Boston.
LeBron ain't going to Evil Bowl until he got to Miami, which is what, 2011, my nigga. So that's why I say like 5 years. Remember, they took some L's first. So, real fast, my whole LeBron thing is, for all the hype everybody gave LeBron, fuck all his stats and all that shit. Nigga, we in year 15 and we're finally giving him the props that he deserves. I have an issue with that. Nigga, Jordan took 7 years. Kobe took about 6 to 5 years. My nigga, 15 years?
I don't think we just now giving him.
Oh, I'm being that serious. I'm talking about as a consensus.
As a consensus.
Yeah, I mean, he always had his fan base, but like, see, like the U's, the me's of the world. When we're looking at the game this season,
props, though. When everybody get Jordan, when everybody get Kobe his props.
that's what I'm saying. I'm talking about '91. That's when Jordan first got the props.
Exactly, but Jordan
That was 6 years.
That
was 6 years.
But what about Kobe? When
Kobe
did the
7.
whole consensus say?
Well, he did it without Shaq.
Exactly.
No. Kobe got love before, and then the rape charge happened. Let's not do that. Remember, Kobe got love. You loved you some Kobe in 2001. Nigga, he was there with Tyra Banks. He was the fucking man.
I understand, but
Then he caught a rape charge. He ain't shit.
Well, hold on. No, it's different now.
Oh no, yeah,
It's
there is.
different.
Yes, there is.
Yo, you gotta understand,
bro.
he fucking
Kobe
shit
had
ass,
love,
my nigga. He didn't even know her last name was.
I'm not disrespecting him. I'm just saying, but you're saying like when did Kobe get? Yo, Kobe got that respect off the bat. They're like, yo, reign 2, especially when they went back to back. I think that was the year they did beat Philly, and they went through that thing. Yo, Kobe's the future.
Okay.
He's it. He got it. It was a consensus.
Okay.
Bang. LeBron is more of a. He has his fans and the fanatics, and then there's the other people like, nah, I don't see it. It's just stats. It's just stats. You just kept saying he's just stats. This is the first season, year 15. I'm like, you know what? LeBron, yes.
Right.
I got everything I've ever asked for. I'm talking about the clutch gene, the numbers,
I have to disagree.
everything. This is his best clutch year. This is the best
Because
clutch
in
year.
Boston and you're around a bunch of people who probably hate LeBron. Here's the deal though. DeJuan Wagner is a nigga who was highly touted. Everybody said it's gonna be the truth, and he bummed it.
Yeah.
He didn't live up to it. Sebastian
Ben Simmons?
Telfair was another one.
Like Ben Simmons?
Ben Simmons, well, people say he's the truth, but he's still living up to it. It's just that he's playing against a team with heart, who knows his downfall, who knows his flaws, and we're attacking on it. But here's my deal with LeBron. When you say he's not a winner, I have to disagree because
He is one.
right now, he's the only person on this team right now. And he literally got
he was
them
going
to
crazy.
the Eastern Conference Final.
JR's a solid assassin.
Oh my God!
Smith.
Let's not give that man props on the show. We're not going to give J.R. Smith props on the show.
Yo, my nigga,
We are not.
Yo, I seen JR at Henny Palooza taking shots back, B. I seen JR at Henny Palooza taking shots back, B.
Yo, my nigga.
Right before game 2.
Those are the only shots he don't miss.
Those are the only shots he don't miss. Yeah, no, what is that shot of Henny? To the top.
To the top, huh? To the top, huh?
You don't never know what J.R. Smith we're gonna get. Are we gonna get good J.R.? We're gonna get alright J.R.
Exactly.
Or J.R. just wanna fuck the host.
We can't call him.
We got Club J.R. tonight, fuck it.
Yeah, man. J.R. Smith is not there. He's inconsistent.
Now, if I want to get
I don't want him on my
Even
team.
K Love showed up.
K Love,
He showed up.
listen. The K
This
Love,
season he showed up.
that's the K Love I remember.
Yeah, he showed up this
This
season.
season,
I remember.
But you gotta call it out. Nigga, where you at the last 2-3 seasons, B?
Exactly. But
He wasn't feeling LeBron cut.
No. I think it's the LeBron effect. This is what you gotta understand. LeBron is a nigga who does everything. He's gonna board, he's gonna score, he's gonna get assists. So if you're the third option, you're not gonna get your regular numbers. When he was on Miami, Chris Bosh come from Toronto, averaging a double-double, but when he gets there, he goes from being the first option to being the third option. He's not gonna get his numbers because there's not enough minutes in the game for him, Wade, and Bosh to get their numbers. One of them's gonna take a dip. It was Chris Bosh. Now you go to Cleveland, you got Kyrie, LeBron, Kevin Love. LeBron's more of a big man, so he's going to take away from Kevin Love's numbers. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Love's not going to, but I didn't know he's going to dip like that.
Exactly. I'm like,
shot numbers in Minnesota.
I know what you're saying. But I'm like, my nigga, yo, my nigga, they put out an Amber Alert for this nigga for like 2 seasons. They're like, yo, my nigga said you went from averaging what 20 and 13, roughly. We'll give you that. It was around 20. Yeah, I mean, like I said, roughly to motherfucking 12 and 6. No, brother. Yo, my nigga, those taping outline. This nigga went missing.
You gotta understand, Kyrie was up there too, dog. Yeah, was up there too.
I hear what y'all saying with this LeBron effect, but I'm gonna break it down. First of all, Bosh to me played for Toronto, and you got those numbers because you played for fucking Toronto.
Yeah.
So yeah, they made the playoffs, but it's not like nigga who else was on Toronto for you not to get these numbers, my nigga.
But
so,
if he stayed,
no, if he stayed, yeah, the star, because who else they fucking had?
And Lowry.
Oh hell no.
What would you think?
Oh, like somebody get the guard.
What we talking about? Who played with LeBron and Lowry?
Niggas
If Bosh stayed.
They're
and
garbage.
Lowry and
I don't think they would have been able to.
Nowhere, nothing.
And he was healthy.
Nothing.
No, I think they would be better. Yo, look.
No,
People forget how nice Chris Bosh was, though.
He was
People
nice,
forget how nice he was.
Yeah, because you're on the club team. He's a high, bro. I'm not saying if you're in the NBA, you're nice. So let's get that out the way. If you're in the NBA, you have game. So now we're talking about NBA stats. In the NBA, who's on that Toronto team? If you can do whatever you want, it makes it seem like you're the all-star. He was the best player on their team. So it seems that way. He had the green light to do whatever, but put him on a team with other players. Did he stand out? No.
He was playing with LeBron.
And that's the excuse. Nigga, D Wade was playing with the same LeBron. Nigga, you knew who D Wade
Kevin
was.
Love's also playing. What I'm saying is, he went from the first option to the third.
And I'm not
Nigga,
giving him a dog.
excuse.
D Wade is a dog. Listen,
Nigga disappeared.
D Wade did it without LeBron. He did it without LeBron. Then LeBron came to him.
Who?
D Wade. D Wade's a different animal.
And impact. It got to a point where Bosh's impact was just nothing.
It's the LeBron effect, bro.
And that's what you're saying. I'm sorry, it's not the LeBron effect. I'm like, nah, my nigga, if you're a big time player, you show up at big times. I don't want to hear this LeBron shit. Don't give niggas.
You gotta get the ball a certain amount of
He's no
times.
Pippen.
You gotta get the ball a certain amount of times.
He's no Scottie
You gotta get the ball. Okay, look at Carmelo for example.
Oh no.
Look at Carmelo for example.
He didn't show.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. When we talk about big threes, hear me out though. When we talk about big threes, there's not enough minutes in the game for every. Okay, you got a nigga like Kevin Love who's averaging big numbers.
Yeah,
LeBron averaging big numbers. Kyrie averaging big numbers. When you put them together, it's not enough minutes in the game
That's
for
not
all
true.
of them
Look
to
at Golden
average.
State. They doing good.
Yeah, but look at Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson's only averaging what? 15 a game?
No, 20. No.
How many people on Golden State's averaging 20?
My nigga, 3. They say.
Let's pull it out.
Yeah, pull it up. And I want to say Draymond's at 17.
I know Draymond's not.
I know Draymond's at 17.
17,
Come on, man.
And what's
Four
Klay?
niggas.
And what's Klay?
4 niggas. Clay's at 19, 20 points, B.
He's like 22,
And he's getting rebounds.
20 probably.
Come on, B. 3 niggas averaging. Cut it out. Rotation. But just like you said, I got it. Different system. Different system.
Thompson missed some time.
I got it. Different system.
Who got ill Wi-Fi on it for? I need so to pull up the stats. We gotta fucking call out bullshit right now,
the
dog.
stats.
I need to know, cause I know it ain't no 3 niggas averaging 20 on the
So what's Steph Curry got?
He's probably, I think him and KD's averaging, but everybody else is role players right now.
That's what that Clay a role player?
He has to be. He has to be, bro. He has to be because it's like it's not too many minutes in the game for everybody to be a 30-point player. That's what I'm saying, bro.
I'm not disagreeing with that. When they say average, that means throughout the whole season. So
yeah,
niggas, I mean, it's not. But I mean, he's about 19, 20. Boom. What's that say for that man?
That's these points per game. Okay, Steph Curry averaged 26 points. Is this
Look at that. 20.
Right now for the
26, and 20.
Cut the fucking shit.
Curry, Durant, and Thompson.
Guns. Bang. Nigga, offensive players. Up and down the court. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to fucking hear it.
Give him the L.
If you a star,
I'll take that. Pause. Now here's the deal.
Cut the shit, nigga.
Okay, so fuck it. I guess Kevin Love and this
niggas
nigga
shrunk.
Bosh is super.
That's all I'm saying. These niggas shrunk.
Okay, I guess they're super trash. But you gotta understand, I'm still gonna give them the benefit of the doubt because if I'm the number 1 option, I don't know if I could be the same player being the number 3 option. If I'm used to getting a certain amount of touches a game, I don't know if I'm gonna be that. I don't know if I'm gonna have the same impact if my touches are decreased by like 50%.
Do you not realize that's what makes you above if you're thinking like that? What type of fuck shit is that? Nigga say, I don't know if I'm gonna. Nigga, if you don't get out there and perform and shut the fuck up.
You gotta be a role player. That's what you're saying, right?
No, you go out there and do what you do. Thinking like that causes you to play like that, my nigga.
Nah,
you don't know if you're gonna get the ball. Why are you worried
You gotta
about
also
that?
think about the team. You're not out there by
My
yourself.
nigga, that's what I'm saying. Yo, bro, Kevin Love and Chris Bosh got looks. Niggas ain't talking about how many shots they miss, right? And all this niggas having an off night. What are we talking about right now?
We talk about them going from being the number one option to the number
And that's what I'm saying. So we're saying, because is LeBron not giving them the same production, or we're visibly watching these niggas' game just go down? Where I heard niggas give Kevin Love the excuses, he's not hot yet. Are we fucking shitting me?
Okay, listen.
Are you fucking shitting me?
Kevin Love is hot right now, right?
Yeah, right now. You see how they
Now
think about it.
listen. Where's Kyrie?
But if he goes cold,
Where's Kyrie? There's no one else on the team but Kevin Love and LeBron James.
But listen to what you just said.
He
He's
has
hot
no
right
choice
now.
but to be
My
that nigga again.
Has Kevin Love been inconsistent all season?
Of course.
So come on, my nigga. That's what I'm saying. Are we blaming that on the LeBron effect? No, you're inconsistent,
Listen,
nigga.
the nigga had Dwayne Wade. The nigga had Dwayne Wade. Derrick Rose. He had a bunch of niggas at the beginning of the season, my nigga. A whole bunch of
They ain't
niggas.
Kevin Love.
Yeah, but you gotta understand, it's up to your coach. You only have a certain amount of touches a game, my nigga.
So wait. So
When you got an all-star like Michael, like LeBron or Jordan or Kobe.
remember, Kevin Love is an all-star as well. Let's get that.
Y'all niggas been saying that.
All-Star, he's a Kevin Love.
Okay, go ahead, Al.
When I'm Kevin Love, right, and I get into LeBron, the greatest player right now, my job is to help this fucking guy win. It's not so
Yeah,
much
it's
for me
his
to
team.
get my points. I gotta play my role to help out the greatest, you know what I'm saying? So I can't just worry about me getting my points so much. I gotta play my role, you know what I'm saying?
And try to win the
and try to win the
I love you to
championship.
death,
No bullshit.
but they brought you here to be that person to help him.
He's no Scottie Pippen.
Like y'all gotta make something like yo, they brought you here to be the person that can work, so you can help him. You can't be like, oh, I'm a format my game so I can help him.
Well, you know what
see what I'm
happened?
saying? Like,
you know what happened? The problem,
that's not helping.
But you know what the problem is that LeBron and Kobe and Michael and all these guys, they're greatness, right?
Greatness.
So they're not just a player. You know what I'm saying? They're the coach to that player next to you, and they're part ownership too. Because at the end of the GM, they can make a move if you don't fucking play the role right. So that shit could fuck with me, Kevin Love. Going in there, you know what I'm saying? Am I gonna play right, or is LeBron gonna get mad at me? Gonna be traded next year?
Say
You know what I'm
it
saying?
becomes a mental game.
Yeah,
so that's what I'm
it is.
saying.
Because you're playing with the greatest. That's what happens.
One of the
that's why I
illest
can't
dude
give it
with
to you.
no ring is AI.
Facts.
One of the illest dude with no ring, with no help, no ring. He carried that Philly team.
Facts.
Nobody was a Philly fan.
Yeah.
Nobody until AI came out.
Nigga, till this day, this nigga Aaron McHugh is on his man.
You know what I
Aaron
mean?
fucking McHugh.
Yo, my nigga AI had Dion Ratliff, Matt Geiger. You know what I mean? This is the niggas he
Yeah.
brought to the finals.
Yeah.
Matt Geiger, a young
And
fucking
he was
Eric
able to
Snow.
take one game.
Eric Snow.
One day, what you mean?
Yeah, he won one game.
life.
Alright, man, we're gonna get into the next topic on the lineup, man. You know, while watching my Celtics beat all up and bully the fucking Sixers, it's tough to see my man Meek Mill in the audience. My man fresh out. He don't deserve to see his favorite team getting bullied like that. He could have did that shit in prison. I know he done seen plenty of niggas getting bullied up in there and shit. But on some real shit, how y'all feel about his release? What y'all expect from him now that he's out? Is he an activist? Is he just an artist? Like, what y'all expect from this man?
It was a big movement, the Meek Mill movement. Like, you know, after taking the L's from Drake, and then this was like bigger than hip hop. Like, he had like people like, you know, like high celebrities fight for him to get out. Cause anybody else, he would have still been sitting in there. And the fact that he got locked up for wheeling, that shit niggas do every day. You know what I mean, just cause I guess what his previous case in the probation he's on, they like wheeling. Come on, dudes is out here doing worse things. Like, you really try to hold this man down for wheeling.
No bail, nothing.
No bill, no. You know what I mean? So.
But y'all know the full story, right?
There was a grudge between the judge.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And she kept revoking his bail or some shit like that. I think it was because she was trying to promote some artists and the nigga Meek wasn't trying to hold it down or some shit like that. I really don't know the full story, but fill me in.
Pretty much that's part of the story, but the whole thing is the judge is saying they gave Meek Wade a lot of chances. So if they're pretty much saying if he wasn't Meek Mill and he was a regular citizen, they would have been locked, this person. Second, Meek was in New York doing the wheelies. So in New York, laws are obviously different. He got arrested. In Philly, they didn't question it. He just caught a new chase, which was a violation of probation. They didn't question what he was arrested for. Everybody saying, well, nah, it's just like, nigga, you got arrested again, you violated your probation. So that's how that stems from. The judge is just saying, if he's a regular person, we got to throw him in jail. But y'all saying, because he's Meek Mill, we got to keep giving him chances. So that's what the judge is saying. I understood that. But my whole thing is, what he was arrested for, in general, was wrong. So that's why I have a problem with it. But the judge, to me, I feel is being kind of scrutinized when people really don't know the facts. Meek Mill has been in and out of probation hearings, and he has gotten a lot of chances. And that was a regular nigga straight off the corner, he's doing that time. Yeah. And that's a fact. But the whole point is the whole case in itself, where it was like he pulled out a cop, they say the cop said he pulled out the gun and so on and so forth, and that was a lie. That's what I'm against. That's falsely accusing, which led him to go on to probation and so on and so forth. So that's what I understand. But the judge scrutiny, I don't respect it, because I respect it. She just said something true. If that was a regular human being, they would be in jail right now.
It
Accumulated 10 years, but again.
Because he did 2, I believe.
Yeah, exactly.
He did 2.
Keep violating,
he ended up going for parole and taking the 10.
Yeah.
When he should have just did 7 or 8, would have been 85% of his time, and would have just had 2 over his head and would have been good. Because that 10 years, come on, like if he sneezed somewhere wrong, like that's like that shit's crazy. So
yeah,
I
that's
don't
what
know.
I'm saying. That's my whole point. The system is fucked up.
Yeah.
We all know what the system's for. The system's slavery. You know what I'm saying? Like they need people to work for the 30 cents an hour and shit like that. So this shit's fucked up. My thing is, like you said, it was a blessing in disguise as far as career-wise. And I don't even want to say this because I don't want to sound like so corny and shit, but I feel like what you were saying, before he got locked up, career-wise, he was still Meek Mill, but at the same time, he took an L from Drake. And a lot of people kind of fell off of the Meek Mill.
Yeah, he lost Nicki, and it was just...
And it was just cool. It was cool to hate on Meek. It was cool to hate on Meek at the time. But then you get locked up, and some real shit happens to you, and then the world they're forced to look at you as just a regular human being. This shit ain't fair.
It ain't.
Like, yeah, you took L's and shit, but the shit that's happening to you, it ain't fair.
The reason why he was locked up, that bothered like everyone. So like, you know what I mean? So
yo, and the man's following on his social media went up crazy. Because I remember he only used to have like 1 or 2 million followers on his IG.
yeah.
And by the time he got out, that shit's up to like 12, 13 million.
Mm-hmm.
So just imagine what, like
It
you
was
said,
bigger
what
than
that
rap.
did.
That's what I said.
It was bigger than rap, but what that also did for his career. Because while he's back, you gaining all these followers. Just imagine the records that is getting spent through the titles, through the Apple Tunes, through the YouTubes, all that bread that he's making. So it was actually a blessing in disguise, because I'm pretty sure he got a lot of bread to take care of his family and his artists with off that. You know what I'm saying?
Is Meek an activist now?
Yeah. I don't want to say he's an activist. I think he's the face of something.
I think he has to be.
He has to be.
Go ahead.
I think he has to be now, because, I mean, you never know what life's gonna bring you. You know, and if you put in a position that God feels you can handle, then you gotta make it happen.
I just don't want to hear about the rollie, the race,
I was just
the
about
ghost.
I was just about to say that shit.
It's bigger than that
He's
now.
gonna have to.
Yeah, it's bigger than that.
I was,
It's bigger than that.
talking,
But he knows
I was
that.
talking to a family member of mine about this, because we were waiting. We were saying, yo, he should have been in the booth already. This isn't like the typical rapper that goes to jail and got out. You mean
he didn't do it first day out
He
yet.
should have been already
Yeah, he
the
didn't do
fucking
one,
out
yeah.
already. You know what I'm saying? With all the shit that, but he can't just rap now. You know what I'm saying? Because
He's doing interviews.
the type of attention that he's getting, it's a political thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he's forced to become an activist now,
Yeah.
whether he likes it or not. And if he don't act right and do right for the people,
And the people that backed him.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah, I mean, he had
those
Jay.
people that back him,
You know what I mean? Robert Kraft, the governor of Philly. Like there's, people like,
He
so
can't just be that
he's
far
like
rapper.
now he's on another level. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
and I think he
gotta
started
take advantage of it.
that reform movement that he had going on, that his camp had going on while he was back. I think he's actually still pursuing that, because he just had a press conference, and I think the governor of Philly was there, and he was talking about injustice within the system and how they're working together, or whatever the case may be, to try to fix some of those laws. Because it's like my nigga was saying, dog, like, yo, nigga, you 5-7 years probation over your head.
Over some minor shit.
Over some minor shit.
So I want to say 2 things. What Meek Mill is, personally, he recognized it. I don't even expect music from Meek Mill anymore. because he's bigger than music. Music is that's an old threshold. He's gonna drop it, I'm sure, because he's an artist at heart. But I think he's beyond that now. Like to see him standing with Robert Kraft and Gucci at the game, and see brother Robert Kraft in between those two brothers was amazing. Just to show him like, yo, my nigga, it ain't about real nigga shit, but it's just like that's human shit. So I love that. And second, nobody's talking about it, but Colorado's doing some real shit right now. It hasn't happened yet, but at least they're having the conversations to start getting niggas out of jail that were arrested for weed within the last 30 years. So they're talking about like niggas being down in the system. That's real shit.
That's real shit.
So this reform, it's really happening where some of the crash shit that that was in place in the system from the past, thanks to your Nixons, your Clintons, and all types of fuckery that was happening back in the day. I'm glad that now a person like Meek Mill can bring face to it. That yo, the system is definitely, it's been corrupt. They ain't knew it, but now there's the face to it now. Like yo, this niggas is getting fucked over, and in each state, slowly but surely, is gonna take their time to start reforming themselves. You know,
Right.
so it starts.
So here's my thing about the Meek shit, man. I think he's gonna be an activist, but I don't think it was the jail that was gonna make him an activist. If you listen to Wins and Losses, you can hear him, his change, his progression, his knowledge. It shows on Wins and Losses. Wins and Losses is not like any other project he put out. When you listen to Wins and Losses, I'm listening to it as a hater of Meek. I'm like, I wanted to hate the shit. But every single song was lit, and then he actually had substance. It's like he grew. He became a 30-year-old. He became the nigga that was like, okay, this is more than a rollie. This is more than what I have. I have a platform. I'm gonna put out some ill shit, and he put out good substance, good content in his music. So Wins and Losses was the beginning of what Meek is right now. So I think even if he wasn't bad, he would become that Meek, but people wouldn't allow it because of what happened with him and Drake, and because he was the cool guy to hate on. So the jail shit kind of helped, but at the same time, I think he does become an activist, and you know, not a full-blown activist, but he does, you know, be that guy. He's like the T.I., like the younger version of what T.I. is right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I can see Meek doing that right now.
Like I said, that's why I use the word face. Like he's gonna be in the place. He's gonna stand to you. He's gonna stand next to your Farrakhan's. He's gonna stand next to you, a few Sharptons, but he's gonna be on the side with some of the younger cats. But just by you seeing Meek's presence, you're gonna know what it represents. You see what I'm saying? So he may have a few words, but it's like, to me, it's not even gonna be the words anymore. It's just him being there because he represents the system being caught and being, you know what I mean, just rightfully wrong.
With that being said, so now do you think they're gonna make him change his music?
Hell,
I don't even think he wants to drop music, bro.
Yeah. Well, if you listen to Wins and Losses, he ain't gotta change that.
I just feel like it's bigger than music now, because at Real Talk, fans shitted on me. So I look at it like, I'm getting my bread. So it's like, what am I coming back to that? I have a bigger fight to fight. Now, will he make music in those along that lane? I wouldn't rule it out. But I'm saying, I think the music is gonna slow down.
I just think he.
I
just think he could put out music with what he's been through.
I think he did.
And make stories out of it, and basically stay in that lane, and he'd be just fine.
Now, he's on some Mandela shit right now. That's how I feel. That's what I'm thinking. He's on some political prison and shit.
And let's keep it 1,000. It's hard to really put intellectual, conscious shit into music form and have everybody gig with it as if it was super turn up. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick does a great job with it. Cole does a great job with it. But we see niggas like Jay-Z fumble with shit like that. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion. You come out with 444, it's kind of like snap your fingers shit. It's like the kids ain't gonna wanna fuck with that shit. It's hard to put some real shit that people need to listen to into a format where everybody can listen to it.
They've been done since Nas.
Exactly. Really going full-blown conscious, full-blown Lupe, full-blown Talib. I can't see him doing that, but I can see him, like, with Wins and Losses, I can see him really doing the Wins and Losses shit over and over again. You know what I'm saying? So that's it for today, man. We about to shut down shop. You know what I mean? I want to thank my regulars for coming in, chopping up game with us. You know what I'm saying? We want to encourage everybody to follow us on IG at the Barbershop Talk _. Make sure y'all like and subscribe our YouTube page, the Barbershop Talk. And tune in next week. Until next time. One.